Hi, good evening. I'm Carrie. Thank you. I waited a second. I appreciate that. As you heard, I'm Carrie Spitler, and I've had the pleasure of serving as the Executive Director of Snow City Arts for the last 11 years. Last year, it was my honor to receive the Neisser Award, and it's much more fun, I have to say, to be here introducing the next Neisser Award winner. The Snow City Arts Neisser Award, named after our founding board chair, Kate Neisser, recognizes an individual, family, partner, or collaborator who's demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the organization's mission, and that is to bring arts education to children and youth in hospitals. 26 years ago, Snow City was born at Rush University Children's Hospital due to the vision of our founder, Paul Shinneweis, and the Rush pediatric leadership. Through the guidance of Child Life, Rush has continued to be an amazing partner for Snow City Arts throughout each of these years, and it's meant that we have the honor of working alongside the best in healthcare. Since 2017, when Andy Steedly entered the scene as the new unit director at Rush University Medical Center, Snow City Arts has known him to be a curious, engaged, fun, and visionary leader. He's been a collaborator on all sorts of projects, from making introductions for Snow City Arts that ensure that the artwork of our students hung in the hallways, to finding the right door for our idea lab on the pediatric unit. Just want to be clear, I don't think that these are things that always fall into a unit director's job description, but Andy took them on for us. During one pre-COVID moment, back in those days, Andy and I were standing in a hallway waiting for something else to start. We had a quick conversation about the potential of expanding what Snow City Arts does, the art making that we do every day, to include staff or programming a room where nursing or staff or clinicians could step away from their regular responsibilities, even for a moment. Something that would engage them in creating, making art, reducing stress. Andy and I circled back to this conversation more than a couple of times, always in passing, but it clearly stuck with both of us. My view at that time of Andy was starting to form, and what I saw was a thoughtful and strategic leader, a collaborator, and I saw alignment with our core values. These early observations have over and over again proved to be spot on. COVID happened, is happening, did happen, and Andy and I both shifted to the responsibilities at hand when your core work happens inside of a hospital. As the impact of COVID on healthcare started to have data behind it, and the Surgeon General issued a report on burnout among healthcare workers, Rush, once again, was ahead of the curve. They, along with a generous donor, envisioned a multi-year program through which nurses could develop their own ideas for wellness and could secure financial and institutional support to bring them to reality. Andy and I started talking, and he was receptive to a planning meeting at which we developed this early idea into art breaks. Art breaks, which you just saw in the video, were designed specifically for nurses to be able to decompress, build community, engage with their creativity, and ultimately increase their overall wellness during their workday. And I'm proud to share that Art Breaks has become an award-winning program now in its third year. Andy's leadership has been critical, and I'm grateful for the trust that he has put into this partnership. He's brought us his nursing, administrative, and institutional knowledge to bear on this project, and Snow City Arts has brought its art-making skills. He's leveraged relationships, conspired with us when we were headed into messy situations, or just needed to crack a system that was not set up for creative work. He helped us navigate the basics of securing conference rooms and wayfinding, connecting people to opportunities for their departments, driving marketing within the Rush system, and always putting the needs of nurses at the center of every decision. In short, Andy has sought resources to power ideas with a core belief that hands-on art making can play multiple roles, from distraction and learning to fostering creativity and fun. And in the end, we have data to prove it, reducing stress and fostering wellness. Andy has gone above and beyond as a partner, and he still wasn't done. When he shifted out of his role as the pediatric unit director and moved to Rush Day School, Andy made a reintroduction that I'm excited to share, now brings Snow City Arts programming to the students at the Rush Day School. With special thanks to the Rush Wellness Team and the Nursing Wellness Awards Committee, join me in celebrating Andy Steedly as the 2024 Neisser Award winner. Hold on.
Thank you so much, Carrie. I'm so glad you used the word collaborate because that's absolutely what this project has been with the Snow City Arts team. I feel like I was just kind of a connection helping things through, but your team was so amazing and is so amazing to work with. I'm so thankful for Dan and for Jess and for all the artists who have had to navigate the inner workings of a hospital that are, I'm sure all of you have had the experience in a hospital. It's not easy to find your way around. So to try to bring these artists to different nursing units was challenging sometimes. So I appreciate all of you that went through that with us as well. I had the pleasure of working with Snow City since 2017. As Carrie said, because of their presence in the inpatient unit at Rush, I was able to see the engagement and excitement of patients, families, and staff. It takes a special kind of person to work with kids, and those people seem to love art too, which I think is really cool. There's often much joy when interacting with art in the hospital environment, whether it's a hallway with pictures or stained glass, or a waiting room where you're sitting very nervous and there's something that's a bit of a distraction. Art changes your experience. And when you make it, it brings excitement, challenge, distraction, and a way to play during a time that can be so stressful and hard. After collaborating on a few projects, I'm glad you mentioned the door, which I hope actually happened. It took that long, guys, for a door with a window. After a few projects, Carrie and I had brainstormed the idea of providing art workshops for employees at the hospital to impact well-being. That was our intention. Through the support of the Nursing Wellness Award program established by the Wellness Center at Rush, we were able to launch this program the beginning of last year, try new strategies with programming this year, and I think that's the coolest part about this is it is growing and changing as we learn from our previous year, and that's the cool science behind it that I hope or that I've found fun in this project, is kind of playing and improving and looking at that data piece, because I think it's interesting, and that's what really can make a difference in the hospital setting. And we're excited to continue the program later this year. I talked to Jess earlier. I'm like, I know we've been trying to get to Gallery Night, but I think we need to hit the ground running as soon as this is done. And she's like, yep, you'll have an email on Monday. So we're excited to get started again. My experience as a leader in healthcare during and after the pandemic showed me the need of programs like these so that employees have both a mental and physical space from the challenging work that they do every day. That experience continues to inspire me to work with teams like Snow City Arts, who are eager to stretch what they do to positively impact those who care for patients and families. And that data is absolutely out there. The happier your healthcare team is, the better care that you get. Thank you to all of you for being here tonight to support Snow City. And again, I want to say thank you to those that helped this idea become a reality. Jess, Dan, and Carrie from Snow City Arts, Judy Fredericks and Eve Puskatek from the Rush Wellness Center, the various leadership sponsors we've had at Rush Medical Center, and the donors for the Rush Nursing Wellness Awards, Ginny and Peter Foreman. Thanks so much.